NASCAR Cup qualifying is officially concluded from Talladega Super Speedway, and Michael McDowell has won his 6th pole of 2024 and continues his domination at Super Speedways. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to your video. As I just said a second ago, Cup Series qualifying has officially concluded, and Michael McDowell has won his 6th pole of 2024. He has now got the most poles, I believe, of a driver in the Cup Series since, I believe, the 2018 season, and is also the 5th consecutive pole on a Super Speedway, which I believe is the most since Bill Elliott back in 1986 to 1987. Farmer Motorsports, and especially Michael McDowell, have been extremely dominant on super speedways when it comes to winning the pole. They've got the Penske stuff, which the Penske cars have been super quick and fast as well on these types of tracks all year long, and it's just been impressive to see Michael McDowell continue this domination. Now, the big goal for this team is to go into tomorrow's race and try to get the victory, because while they've had a chance to get it done, they haven't been able to close out the deal and finish and complete the mission. So the goal for them tomorrow is to go out there and win. But it's been very, very impressive. For Michael McDowell to have the most poles of 2024, like I said, is super impressive and very, very incredible. And I think Michael McDowell will have a good chance and opportunity. He almost won at Talladega in the spring, made a pretty bad block on the last lap of the race. McDowell's going to have a chance and opportunity to potentially pick up his first win of 2024 tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. But congratulations to Michael McDowell. A really big accomplishment for this team for him to have the most poles, surpassing Kyle Larson. Congratulations to him on getting his 6th pole of the 2024 NASCAR Cup Series season. So we're going to talk about all the top qualifiers, and we'll talk about all the other notable drivers, and talk about who are the favorites going into the race. So Michael McDowell starting on the pole. Austin Cindric starting second. That's his 3rd front row start of 2024. I think his other 2 were a gateway, if I'm not mistaken, and his other one came a little bit earlier in the year. Very good speed from Cindric. Cindric really needs a bounce-back performance, considering he did not have a good run at Kansas. He'll be starting up front. I think he's going to have a good chance and opportunity to be very, very competitive. He'll start second. Really good speed in qualifying. Todd Gilliland qualifies 3rd. Nearly once again had a front row for the front row organization. Is also kind of in a lawsuit as well, by the way, with NASCAR. Really good speed from Todd Gilliland. He'll be starting in 3rd. Gilliland's going to be up front. He's led a ton of laps in these super speedways this year. He'll have a chance and opportunity going into the race tomorrow afternoon. Kyle Busch qualifies 4th. He's the fastest non-Ford and the fastest Chevrolet. I thought Kyle Busch was going to have a chance and opportunity to win the pole. The last time he had these Lucas Oil colors, I think back in 2023, guess what? He went to victory lane. He's been really fast when the Lucas Oil colors have been around. I think Kyle Busch has a chance. He's had a really good average finish on super speedways this year. He's always been qualifying up front as well. He'll be a major threat and a contender for the victory in the race tomorrow afternoon. Ryan Blaney qualifies 5th. Really good job for the 12th team. A decent run last week. Actually, a really good run at Kansas last week. Looking really good. Won the last couple times they've been here at Talladega. Won the fall race course last year. Ryan Blaney's going to be fast. He'll be starting in 5th tomorrow afternoon. Joe Logano qualifies 6th. Another solid performance for Logano on super speedways. Logano's qualified really well at these types of tracks all year long. Remember, he did win the Daytona 500 pole earlier this year. He's looking for his 3rd win of the year. He'll have a chance and opportunity. Also looking for his first fall Talladega win since, I believe, 2016 or 2017, if I'm not mistaken. Going to have a chance and opportunity to do that. Austin Dillon qualifies 7th. RCR all across the board. Very, very impressive with the speed that they showed in qualifying today. I expect Dillon to be a threat for sure for the win, potentially looking for a 2nd win of the year. Really good speed and really good pace from Austin Dillon. Denny Hamlin qualifies 8th. I'll tell you what, Toyotas showed a lot more speed in qualifying than I think they've shown. And I think they know why they did that. It's because they have got to bring speed, especially since it's going to be really tough to pass. Denny Hamlin qualifying the top 10. I think that's the first time a Toyota has qualified inside the top 10 at a super speedway this year. So really good for Denny Hamlin. He'll be starting in 8th. Harrison Burton qualifies 9th. Good job for Harrison Burton, a driver we know will be going over to AIM Racing, replacing Haley Deegan for the 2025 season. Harrison, good qualifying speed. He'll be looking to go back-to-back on traditional super speedways. He'll be starting 9th. Good job for Harrison. And Daniel Hemrick qualifies 10th. I got to say, the Call cars showed some really good pace and speed today in qualifying. Really impressed with the 31 team. Good speed. Very impressive for Hemrick. He's still looking for a ride going to 2025. Qualifying well like this is going to help his chance and opportunity to do that going forward. So let's talk about the other guys. Chase Elliott qualifies 11th. Just missed the final round. I think Elliott's going to have pace and speed to contend. He's won the Fall Race 4 back in 2022. Chase will be starting in 11th. Kyle Larson qualified 12th, missed the final round, which is really shocking considering Kyle Larson has usually been able to make it to the final round of qualifying a lot. So for him to miss the final round is definitely a little bit shocking and surprising, but I do expect that Kyle Larson is going to have a chance and an opportunity. Well, if he doesn't get involved in a wreck, he'll be starting in a good position. Good for Larson. Brad Keselowski qualifies 13th. Decent speed from Brad. They've been a little bit hit or miss on qualifying this year for the 16th, so to see them up front a little more, that was really good to see. Tyler Reddick qualifies 14th, considering his teammate qualified all the way back in 26th, that being Bubba Wallace. That's a good step in the right direction for the 45 team. Good job from Tyler. Obviously, they're in the last so Michael Jordan, 23-11 is. He'll start 14th. You got Ty Gibbs in 15th. William Byron will be starting 16th in the race tomorrow. Shane Van Gisbergen qualifies 17th. Really not that bad. He's been improving on qualifying to super speedways. I think last year he qualified outside of the top 30, so to qualify inside the top 20, very impressive. Shane will be looking for his first oval win in the Cup Series and any series this weekend. I think he's got a chance to do it, especially in the NASCAR Xfinity race. He'll start 17th. Good job from SVG. Chris Buescher qualified 20th. Chris Rebel qualified in 21st. Alex Bowman qualified all the way back at 23rd. A little disappointing there. Like I mentioned, Bubba Wallace, he'll be starting in 26th. Ross Chastain's last week's winner will be starting back in 27th. Daniel Suarez, who's in the playoffs still, is starting in 31st. Chase Briscoe with a very disappointing qualifying performance. He'll be starting all the way back in 35th, or 36th, excuse me, in the race tomorrow. So those are the drivers who qualified. Who are the drivers to watch out for going into the race? Well, obviously the Fords are going to be super strong. I expect all the Penske cars to be very fast. Michael McDowell and Todd Gillen consider to have Penske-affiliated cars. And I also expect that Austin Cindric, who's been really good at getting points at super speedways, Ryan Blaney and Joe Logano, I think they're going to also be fast in the race tomorrow as well. But I think the Hendrick cars will have speed. Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott. I think Alex Bowman will be up there. He's finished well at these super speedways. And I think William Byron will also be up there as well. And I think sleeper picks, you got to look at guys like Kyle Busch and Austin Dillon. Two really solid super speed racers, in my opinion. And I do think they'll be up front and be pretty major and solid contenders to potentially get a win, perhaps. I think they'll be up front, definitely contending in the race tomorrow afternoon. The other thing to watch for is the fuel saving. We've seen a lot of the fuel saving stuff going on this year so far in the NASCAR Cup Series with the next-gen car. I hope we can get some flat-out racing in the event, but I do think fuel saving is going to be a thing. And I think a lot of drivers will be playing the fuel saving game so they can try to make it to the end of these stages and try to break it up so they can make it to the end. It's going to be very intriguing to see what happens, and we'll see how the race plays out, and we'll see how it ends up going at Talladega tomorrow afternoon. So, that is going to be it for reactions to NASCAR Cup Series qualifying at Talladega. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support my Patreon as well. Let's go below that and comment your thoughts below on today's reactions. What are reactions to NASCAR Cup Series qualifying? Let me know below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and congratulate Michael McDowell on winning his 6th pole of 2024. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Later today on the channel, see the NASCAR Xfinity Series race review from Talladega Super Speed. We also see a Shane Van Gisbergen video dropping today as well. Then tomorrow on the channel, you will see the starting lineup video for the race at Talladega. There's also a big announcement coming from Trackhouse Racing, probably announcing SVG sponsors. We might talk about that tomorrow. We might hold off on that till Monday. And then, of course, you'll see the reactions to the Cup race and also an SVG video as well, because he'll be competing in the Cup race. And then on Monday, there will be a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple days. Got a lot of great content dropping over the course of the next couple of weeks that I can't wait for you guys to check out. As we, of course, next week headed to Charlotte Road, we'll talk about drivers like Carlos, Haley League, and all that stuff, and Kurt Busch this week. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.